Question 1. In the equation below, the triangle and the square represent different numbers. So triangle times square equals 72. Which equation is in the same fact family? So solve, put the numbers in the triangle and square, and then see which matches. Question 2. Which number does point U represent on the number line below? Question 3. The models below are shaded to represent 4 different fractions. Which decimal is not represented by one of these models? Question 4. Terrence drew a figure. Each side of the figure is the same length as the line segment below. Use the ruler provided to measure the line segment to the nearest inch. This figure could be A, F, square with a perimeter of 6 inches, G, triangle with a perimeter of 6 inches, H, square with a perimeter of 12 inches, J, triangle with a perimeter of 12 inches. Question 5. The watch below shows the time Edward finished a hike on Saturday afternoon. Edward began the hike on Saturday at 10:15 a.m. How long did he hike? Question 7. Adam puts the same number of cherry tomatoes on each salad he makes in his restaurant. The table below shows the number of cherry tomatoes in different numbers of salads. Which statement describes the relationship between the number of salads and the number of cherry tomatoes? A, the number of salads times 4 equals the number of cherry tomatoes. B, the number of salads plus 10 equals the number of cherry tomatoes. C, the number of salads times 5 equals the number of cherry tomatoes. D, the number of salads plus 100 equals the number of cherry tomatoes. Question 8. A group of fraction bars is shown below. Which list shows fractions in order from greatest to least? Question 10. Sherry has an amount of money that would make the comparison below true. Which amount of money would make the comparison true? Question 11. Naya packed 24 dozen candles into 3 boxes. She packed an equal number of candles into each box. How many candles did Naya pack into each box? Question 12. Which statement about a pentagon is true? F, it must have parallel sides. G, it must have more vertices than sides. H, it must have no right angles. J, it must have 5 sides. Question 13. Fernando's car weighs 2 tons. Keith's car weighs 3,285 pounds. What is the difference between these two weights in pounds? Record your answer below. Question 14. There are 990 football players on high school teams in a city. Each team has the same number of players. Which group of teams could not describe the teams of football players in this city? Question 15. A figure is shown below. Which 2 line segments appear to be parallel? Question 17. The length and width of the array below represent 2 factors of a number. Which array represents 2 different factors of the same number? Question 18. Which point represents 413 on the number line below? Question 19. A book has a mass of 1.75 kilograms as represented by the shaded model below. How is the mass of the book written in words? Question 20. Isaiah put 301 floor tiles in 7 rows. Each row had the same number of tiles. How many tiles did Isaiah put in each row? Question 21. The table below shows the relationship between the number of cars and the number of trucks at a car dealership on different days. Which statement describes the relationship between the number of cars and the number of trucks? So we're going from cars to trucks. The number of cars plus 17 equals the number of trucks. B, the number of cars minus 32 equals the number of trucks. C, the number of cars minus 17 equals the number of trucks. D, the number of cars plus 32 equals the number of trucks. Question 24. The model below is shaded to represent the part of 2 cakes eaten at a party. Which fraction and decimal represent the part of these cakes eaten at the party?